And welcome back.
Yes.
We all now know that it takes 16 minutes to get something restarted if you have to shut down and start over. Oops.
Technical difficulty.
For those moments of silence, we'd like for that moment to be brought to you by Scott McQuaig.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I think, there's Scott over there. I don't know how. I don't know where that come across your face there, but hey, look, we got a new logo right over your face there, Scott. Whoops. But yeah, it happened as Scott came in. Thank y'all, and we apologize for the inconvenience of a malfunction.
Yeah.
And there's no other way to word it that way. But what we were talking about, and like enacting those 1920 movies there, was that there's another round of severe weather that is most likely headed to our area on Tuesday afternoon, somewhere in that time frame. We'll have more on that. We haven't got a number on it, a 2, 3, 4, whatever it is. But we do say that see that there are back building and that storms are most likely going to be in our area on Tuesday. Over the weekend, we have found out in silence, y'all didn't know about it, but Candace is going to a camper.
I am. I am. We're going to camp this weekend. I'm
Sell
looking
Girl
forward to it,
Scout cookies on a bicycle, I think is what you were saying.
No, I will not be selling cookies. But I will be riding my bike probably.
Swing on by.
Yeah.
We do have a special guest in with us this morning, Miss Lori Stone, and also Trey. And I say Trey because, well, I cannot pronounce your name to save myself over here. Pronounce it for me.
Shadron.
Anybody else in the room can repeat that?
Shadron.
Everybody but me.
Yeah. Tough crowd, Scott.
I am challenged when it comes to, like Fred. Boy, I pick up on that right real quick. I've tried. But y'all have something big going on this weekend, and let me see if I can find it. I had it before our little meltdown a little bit ago of all lined up to talk about. But y'all have a big event happening at West Lauderdale this weekend. Tell us more.
Yes, the Band Boosters is sponsoring Market at the Kingdom, and it's going to be a craft fair / yard sale / kid zone, and we'll have a food truck, and we're just excited. It's a big fundraiser. We're hoping it'll be a great day. The weather's going to be beautiful.
Now, what time does it start? Give me some ideas of what's going to be for sale.
Okay.
Yeah, I know you mentioned it, but give me an example.
It starts at 9 o'clock. It's from 9 to 2. We've got wood engraving and candles and Easter items. I think one of the vendors is going to be doing Easter baskets. There we go. And then we've got the boosters themselves have a huge yard sale section.
Right.
And then there'll be some additional people that have gotten yard sale spaces as well.
So when you pull it to the school, where's it going to be located at? Out front, over by the ball field? Where will y'all be?
It's going to be in the back parking lot. Back as you come on the side of the stadium, just go on around to the back of the school.
Past the band hall and go around the corner.
Mm-hmm. And it'll be where the buses park. And there will be no buses, but that's where we're setting up. So just come on around the school. We'll be there.
Well, this looks to be fun. Do y'all do this once a year? Is this a one-time thing? Or first time, or have y'all done this before?
This is the inaugural event. So if it will go wrong, it probably will. But
well, it all started here, and that will
absolutely. It's off to a great start right now. But Lori's worked real hard. Our band boosters have worked hard to put this together, and Mr. Grant, our band director, as well. But we are hoping that this will be an annual event, and we'll be able to carry through for years to come.
Now, with our issue a while ago, we didn't get a chance to talk about it. How many vendors do you think y'all have at this point? I hate to put you on the spot if you're not aware of that, but any idea?
We've got around 20 vendors along with the band boosters themselves. And I've even had phone calls from friends of mine that are not band boosters that have donated items, and so we're just we've got a lot of yard sale things, and then we'll have the craft vendors as well.
All right. And again, let's go back over our times and give us an address. I know where West Lauderdale is, but I'm sure there's some folks that go, okay, I hear you, but where is that?
I believe the address is at 9916.
I think that's correct.
West Lauderdale Road, out in beautiful downtown Collinsville. you'll be able to see us there bright and early in the morning.
All right. If you happen to come up on Collinsville and you're going toward Philadelphia, you come to the four-way stop, Piggly Wiggly's to your left, hang a right-hand turn, and drive till you see everybody.
Absolutely. That's it.
It's a few curves, but right down the road on that. And always one of the biggest baseball teams in the area. You really have to give West Lauderdale kudos on that. Statewide known for being champs.
Absolutely. Baseball and softball. I believe baseball was playing last night.
Now, and this is just one of those things that popped in my head. Has soccer moved to county schools? Because I don't know the answer to this before I ask that. Do y'all have a soccer team?
Yes, absolutely. Our girls soccer team, I believe they were state champs three consecutive years, maybe, something like that. Coach George does a great job with them. And for some reason, soccer is a winter sport. So they're out there in the freezing cold, rain, sleet, ice, all that good stuff.
I've heard
playing
parents
soccer.
saying, where can I go get me some butane for my heater as a soccer game? I hear that a lot.
Absolutely. You'll see some of those in the grandstands, and also the portable electric heaters you'll see in the grandstands as well, through football and soccer season.
And it's a good thing to support your school. It truly is. Come out with this, and y'all going to be having more events. And events like this help the kids get more. And that's what this is all about.
Absolutely. We like it to be a community-wide event because, schools are part of the community, a fixture in the local communities, even though it's a county school. It's a fixture for the Collinsville and, in the northwest part of our county here. So that's what we're trying to do is just build more community involvement and promote the school and the facilities there and all the programs that we have going on out there.
All right, gets underway at 9 o'clock tomorrow, West Lauderdale. I can't thank y'all enough for coming in.
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely. Hey, we greatly appreciate it. We're sorry that Lori tripped over that cord coming in. I told her it was not any issue, but apparently it was. That was my bad.
Thanks, Greg.
Thank y'all so much, and we appreciate it. And sorry for the inconvenience this morning or whatever went wrong a while ago. We appreciate y'all so much for being understanding and working with us on that.
Hey, no worries at all. We greatly appreciate you guys having us on this morning.
Well, good luck with the show tomorrow. We got more on the way coming up with Scotty Ray Candace. If every time the wind blows you get a little leery about a tree over your house, talk to my friends at Reed Tree Service. There's no reason to be worried about a tree crashing through your house. Mike and Jake have years of experience of dealing with trees. It can be as simple as having a limb removed or a tree that is just huge too close to your shop or house. It's not going to cost you anything to have Mike come out and give you an estimate. They're licensed and insured, taking care of East Mississippi and West Alabama. Reed Tree Service. Have tree, will travel. The Back Porch of Meridian, located on Highway 19 North, invites you by to take a look at their custom-made woodworking, from wooden tables, chairs, swings, and day beds. Take a step inside and visit the local meat section, where you'll find ground beef, pork chops, and even local milk from Beeson Farms. And if you need a utility trailer, they offer single, tandem, car haulers, enclosed trailers. You name it, they have it. Ask about financing. It's all at the Back Porch of Meridian, 5570 Highway 19 North.
On June 30th, 2021, the FDA alerted the public that Philips recalled certain CPAP devices due to concerns regarding its polyester-based polyurethane sound abatement foam. This is a Class 1 recall, the most serious type of recall. Use of these devices may cause serious injuries or death. If you're diagnosed with long-term, permanent, and life-threatening health complications, your illness may be linked to your use of a Philips breathing device, and you may be entitled to compensation. Call Richard Swartz & Associates for a case evaluation today.
And welcome back. It is Friday with Scotty Ray and Candace as we scramble around
Feels
trying
like
to
a Monday.
put everything back together. Wow. Columbia, good morning. How are y'all doing there? Glad to see y'all watching us from that area.
Yeah.
Now, a few things.
It feels like a Monday after we've been on vacation for like a month.
It has.
Yeah.
Let's see, a few things that happened over the weekend, and I don't have everything like I had it in our original setup, so I'll have to just kind of spring along and do this from the hip as we were trying to put it back together. Skippy Peanut Butter. One of the things, I think we all like peanut butter. There's a recall on this. Check your cabinets. You can visit our webpage at sammedia.com. They're doing a recall because they think there's metal shavings in the peanut butter.
Goodness.
We don't want anything to happen to you there, so make sure to check that out. You can click on the link, and it'll tell you the number to call, and they'll give you a full refund if you've got some that matches the batch that had that in it.
And the extra crunchy, I don't know how that would be hard to determine. What's a peanut crunched up or a piece of metal? So you might just want to toss that.
Yesterday afternoon, as we get into things that were going on, we did have an accident there right off the interstate. And this is the scene, as it held up traffic for, well, quite a while there. Officers had to block that as they got the cars cleared there. Exit 154. This is right down from Boharala.
Okay.
Is where this happened. So make sure to be careful as you're out and about. It is Friday. As always, when you go to town on Friday, you think, do these people have a job? They're everywhere.
It's like Christmas.
Yeah.
Like shopping time.
So
but yeah, that's a dangerous area right there because people are coming off the interstate, you know.
One of those lanes in.
Yeah, right.
You
Just be careful.
You gotta pay attention to all of that. But that was some of the fun events that happened yesterday afternoon. Several crashes here, there in Yard. We had a wreck also that was on Highway 493 right past Oak Hill Church there yesterday afternoon. That held up traffic for a little while. And generally, these wrecks will happen that 4 to 5 timeline due to everybody's trying to get home. They're thinking, I got some macaroni and cheese at home and I'm going home to eat it.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that happens there. And have you heard this? Caitlyn Jenner has got a new job. And I read it twice to make sure that I did not misunderstand it, but she is headed to, or she is headed to Fox News to be a contributor. CBS is going to be hiring some former Trump people, and I read into that and I'm thinking, okay, they're not down the middle, right-leaning, but as they see that the election is coming and most likely there's going to be changes in the government, they're getting ready and going ahead and preparing and having some folks on the Republican side to be able to be news commentators with them also.
Okay.
It's a shakeup coming. I think it's, I read an article yesterday where it's the economy the way it is, forecasters go, it's going to be a washout when it comes to the election because so many people are hurt financially.
Well, it's just a big mess. I mean, it's become a snowball effect. I mean, it gets worse and worse and worse. So I'm hoping it is a sweep.
And that's what it looks like it's going to be. And anybody that mumble those words of defund the police most likely won't be in office very long because people are tired of having their items stolen.
Yep. It needs to be a house cleaning, pretty much. I mean, they need to get rid of the
we're on track for that for sure.
Yeah.
Look, we have a special guest joining us, and bless his heart, he's had to do musical chairs and all kinds of things this morning to get in here with us. Scott McQuaig, how in the world are you? Swing that mic on out to you there in front of you so everybody can hear you. Get a little closer to your mouth over there, so we. Right here? Yeah, we'll get that in there. All right. Yeah, we can hear you now. So, spilled your coffee in the incident of trying to get you to the chair.
That was before we lost everything.
But you. Now, there's an event, and I had it pulled up before it all went south to show. Tell us a little bit what you got going, and I'm going to go to your page and pull this up so everybody can see the flyer on this that you've developed.
It's called Full Moon on 5th, and this will be the second one. They had the first one last month, and it's right on 5th Street between Riley Center and Dumont Plaza, and just music. There it is, right there. We're going to start tonight at 6 o'clock. We'll go from 6 to 9, and we'll have a special tribute to Paul Davis.
Oh, that's great.
That's good.
We think Paul Davis should have a star downtown. I can't believe he didn't have one already. So hopefully this will help that. And while I'm speaking about that, also Chris Etheridge needs one too. So maybe we can get both of those done. Yeah,
they can now.
Okay.
We had somebody say they couldn't hear you good. We got you going loud and clear now.
All right. Okay. So we're going to kick it off at 6, and they have the street blocked off and have vendors down there, and all the Tomcats going to be there.
So they're rejoining you.
Right. Had to round them up.
6 to 9. And what time does the actual music get started? Is it about 6:15, something like that?
It should be. If everything's right and we don't have anything melt down, it should start at 6 o'clock.
So I'm going to wait and show up late because I have a tendency to make things go whoop, go left of center on that. All right, Scott McQuaig in the house with us. And again, this is a thing that's been started here in the Meridian area on these Friday nights once a month here, and it's good.
I think it's a great thing.
It was, they have lights strung up on the street, and it's a lot of fun. Daniel House did the first one last month, so I don't know who's doing the next one, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing for Meridian, and it's nice to be able to get out like that and just have a good time with everybody and be downtown. We got a great downtown, and it's just getting better and better. So it reminds you like somewhere. I don't know. I don't mean this in a bad way, but it makes you feel like you're somewhere else.
Right.
Like
our city's
really cool.
transformed.
Yeah, it's great. So we're going to have fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. So.
All right. Well, are you going to do a song for us here in a sec?
If you want me to.
Yeah. We want Scott. He happens to have a guitar, so we're going to make Scott sing for supper here in just a second. To give you a sample of what we've got coming up, we want you to enjoy this because one of our hidden talents that we have, of course, is Scott. I want to take a second and talk about these folks. There's some good folks that help sponsor us. Simply Irresistible. If you haven't been in, they're right there on Poplar Springs Drive. And look at all the different clothing you can take a look at. 4636 Poplar Springs Drive on the right-hand side of the road. Brand new store. Mm-hmm. Drop in and visit with them. Take a look around the store and see what all they have to offer there. New arrivals, tops, bottoms.
Mm-hmm. Jewelry and gifts. They have shoes.
Yeah.
A little bit of everything for the
Drop in and visit the ladies.
Yes.
They'll take care of you there. See them. We got more coming up with Scott. Y'all don't rush off. We'll do that next coming up with Scotty Ray and Candace this morning. Rock House Gun and Pawn is open Monday through Saturday from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. Lots of different calibers and brands to choose from when it comes to hunting rifles. Whether you're looking for a new pump shotgun or an AR, the Rock House will have the gun that you need. With a huge selection of ammunition for just about any caliber that you may be looking for. Pistols, scopes, and a whole lot more. Plus a private lobby for your confidentiality when it comes to your pawns. Rock House Gun and Pawn, located at 5430 Highway 19 North Meridian.
I'm Michael Swansea. I'm an outfit insurance agent. 9 out of 10 people don't understand what insurance actually is. I want to fix that. I want to take the opportunity to sit down with you and your family and really go over your insurance and make sure that y'all are protected. I don't want y'all going to bed at night wondering during the next emergency, during the next claim, am I going to be covered? Give me a chance to sit down with you and your family and fix that and make a difference.
Maple's one-stop shop, they've got a lot going on. If you want to drop into a convenience store that is absolutely clean, when you walk in, you smell that fresh cleanness, they've got it for you there. Locally owned and operated. If you're looking for breakfast, a cold drink, they've got all of this. And we need to check out their big menu. This is breakfast of what's going to be served up on Friday. And here it is, what we've got today.
They have gumbo, fried fish, potato salad, coleslaw, rice and gravy, turnip greens or collard greens, fried okra with roll or cornbread, and I'm sure they have sweet tea.
Yep, and of course, you get that meat, 2 sides, and that tea for only $8.99. You'll get that out in Causeyville. A lot of folks stop in there, or you can drop into that St. Paul store. They've got the Chevron there on 31st Avenue. We'd love to have you there. Coffee, a lot of us are hooked on that little habit there, and it helps us get going. Makes you a nicer person, and your 6th cup of coffee will be free.
That's right. Who doesn't like free? That's
yeah.
Nice.
Cold drinks and a whole lot more. See them. Pizza, they'll take care of you there with lottery tickets, ice cream. 6 locations across town: Bonita, Pine Springs, Causeyville, and also, we can't leave out Last Chance Tobacco, Broadmoor Chevron, and the 31st Avenue Chevron. See them there. Scott, what you going to do for us this morning? What song was on your mind?
I kind of woke up feeling like Johnny Cash this morning.
Uh-oh.
You ever felt like Johnny Cash before?
I have.
This is one of my
Wanted
favorites.
Man was the time that I thought I was Johnny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is one of my favorite Cash songs. Send this out to all the gullies in Kemper County.
All right.
At my door, the leaves are falling. A cold, wild wind will come. Sweethearts walk by together. and I still miss someone. Well, I go out on a party and look for a little fun, but I find a darkened corner, 'cause I still miss someone, and I never got over those blue eyes. Well, I see them everywhere. Well, I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we'd begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. And I never got over those blue eyes. Well, I see them everywhere. I miss those arms that held me when all the love was there. And I wonder if she's sorry for leaving what we begun. There's someone for me somewhere, and I still miss someone. Yes, I still miss someone.
It's hard to pull one over on me, but you got me. I have never heard that Johnny Cash song
Really?
before. Never. Wow. That was a new one.
Well, I'm glad I came today.
Yeah.
So you can hear
Enlighten
this.
me.
That is just a wonderful song. People, you get so used to Johnny Cash, Folsom Prison and all that kind of stuff, but boy, he was such a huge influence and part of country music and a great songwriter. There's nobody like him. I mean, when you hear his voice, you know
Right.
who it is. I mean, right away. And
That deep sound of hello,
Yes, it was
Johnny
just-
Cash.
man.
And you,
Yeah.
it's hard to say how his worth was, country music.
as Jessica Davis said, clap, clap in the background. We're going to have to get a live studio audience to do
Yeah.
this one
I
morning.
just realized, hey, those are the comments over there.
Yeah. As Scott can see that, we do appreciate all the comments that come in. I want you to think hard on this because I'm going to hit you up for a song, and I know you like the guy. Me and you've been around him quite a bit. I've been to several events. I want you to pull out and think hard on a Paul Thorne song. You've always done a great version or two of some of his music. Give us a sample of that here in just a sec.
Thank you, Scotty Ray. I appreciate
Just put
that.
it on you there. Hard. Yeah. Be thinking there a second. I'll cut back to you in just a second. Let me show y'all of something that's going on this weekend. The Jumble Sale is going to be happening at Gateway Community Church.
All right.
This is to help out the kids. They're going to be going on their trip this summer, and they're trying to raise some cash to get the kids off to it.
That's right. You can buy a 10 by 10 square for $25 and additional squares for $15 each. And like Scotty Ray said, it's going to be April the 2nd, this Saturday, 9 to 2 p.m., 9 a.m., 2 p.m.
Now, I also wanted to bring this up. The tickets are going on sale, and they're going to be drawing for this. And I'll have to get with Al and find out exactly on this. But they're going to be drawing for this benefit $150 worth of gift certificates going to be given away. That's tomorrow.
That's right. And these gift certificates are for the Back Porch, Al's Garden and Gift, Mike Rice Auctions, and the Rock House Gun and Pawn.
Yeah, that's a few of the things there. And I want to say I got another event. I had someone mention a while ago that Russell Baptist is going to be doing a car show tomorrow in the parking lot. I don't have all the particulars on it, but if you can go out and support them, I'm sure that they would love to have you part of that. I'm going to check here just to double check.
A lot going on tomorrow.
Yeah, and I know I don't have them all.
From daylight to dark.
Yeah.
A lot going on.
Something you can go enjoy somewhere. Oh, and I'll be wrong if I say that. Wanted to make sure we've got the event that we spoke about yesterday. It's going to be going on at the Evangel Temple to help out the Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
That's right. It's going to be from 10 a.m. to 12. Doors open at 9. And they'll have a guest speaker, Tracy Strawberry. That's Daryl Strawberry's wife. And it's a women's conference, and it's titled Becoming Whole. So hope you can join them for that.
Earth's Bounty is going to kick off tomorrow. Also, downtown DeKalb, they're going to have their first Easter egg hunt. That's coming up. That's going to be at the McRae Park is where that will be. So if you're by there, you got your little basket, you're out riding your bicycle, you just go right on up.
Just go get me some eggs.
Yeah. And I think that's most of the events that I've gotten recently. So if you can attend some of these, and if we don't have your event, let us know. We'd love to know more about that.
Right.
And let's see here. Is the hot seat still bad over there? You need some more time to thank Scott.
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
Nothing like this is like the live studio audience yelling at Scott. I want to hear it now. So what have you thought about? What you want to play for us?
Got a tattoo on her shoulder. It's a blue eye with a tear. She got it drinking one night when her thinking wasn't clear. He was short but good looking, rugged green eyes and animal charm. That silver-tongued devil inspired that love scar on her arm. He said, if I could be a tear rolling down your cheek and lie on your lips, my life would be complete. The words that he said really hit her in the heart. Now she's walking around with a love scar. She was just another notch on the snakeskin belt, and now she knows, so she hides it under a long sleeve blouse so it won't show. Now she once thought it was beautiful, it's no longer a work of art. Hey, that needle didn't hurt, but now she's got a love scar on her heart. He said, if I could be a tear rolling down your cheek and lie on your lips, my life would be complete. The words that he said really hit her in the heart. Now she's walking around with a love scar. If only she knew then what she knows now. If his mouth is open, lies are coming out. You said, if I could be a tear rolling down your cheek and die on your lips, my life would be complete. The words that he said really hit her in the heart. Now she's walking around with a love scar.
Now, don't care who you are. That was good.
That's a good one. Yeah.
It's a little
Yes.
early in the morning to be going woo woo, but I tried it anyway.
Oh, you always
good one.
get me when Scott does those train songs and you do the whistle sound. Scott's got it. It takes talent to pull that off.
I learned that from Boxcar Willie.
And Boxcar,
Down at the Temple Theater. I always thought when I heard him do it on TV, you know, when he had that commercial,
Yeah.
I thought he had something in his mouth, you know, because it sounded so real. And then when I saw him live, I was watching him, and there wasn't nothing in his mouth. He was doing it with his mouth. So I said, got to be able to figure that out somehow. So,
yeah.
So I gave it my best shot. So
And you pulled it
I've
off.
got all my friends. Even my wife can do it now. Everybody can do it.
Really?
Yeah.
I have a hard time whistling.
People make fun of me when I whistle.
Y'all ought to hear Clayton Cobbler try to do it.
Is he any good at it?
I've never heard anything like it. Put it that way.
I got to think on that and come up with a reply on that. Don't go anywhere, Scott. I want to bring this up. This was brought to my attention a little bit ago. Let me pull this up here. Mm-hmm. This was 8th Street in Meridian at Mid-South Tires on Wednesday morning, sometime between 12 a.m. and 3 a.m. This car was stolen. Now, and I briefly brought this up earlier this morning about this. I've never gotten into a lot in the Meridian area about stolen cars because a lot of times a car, after it's got to me, well, it was another reason that it was a repossession of a car. But this was a business that this was stolen from. And again, this was Wednesday night, somewhere around midnight till 3 a.m. when it was taken. If you happen to see this car, I'm going to get more information on it here in just a little bit. We'll post that where you can be on the lookout for it. Hopefully get a tag number, and we'll put the tag number up there also. But we don't need our car stolen.
No.
So no.
That's just, it's not nice and it's not good. And we want to stop crime as much as we can in our area. It bothers me just like it does you.
Yeah.
We all want to feel safe where we go.
We do. We definitely do. Can't stand a thief.
No.
But I want to bring this back up. Somebody about the Russell, there's a car show out at Russell Baptist Church tomorrow. And it's a benefit for one of their own. It's a Russell Christian Academy student who has leukemia.
Oh.
So they're raising money to help them. So y'all go join them.
That's going to happen. Did they give us a time on that?
Yeah, give us a time. I think maybe.
Yeah, it
But
does.
we'll post a time.
Yeah, we don't have a time on that. If y'all happen to know the time on that, pass it along so everyone else will know. Also, LaWanda brought up that in front of the Max tomorrow, around 11 o'clock, the MCC group will be there.
All right.
9 to 18, and they're going to be doing some songs. So they'll take the stage at 11 o'clock. So do that in front of the Max. That's pretty good for our kids to get out. Scott, let me ask this. I've done several interviews with you. Out of all the people in the world that you were young and decided that you wanted to be a singer, and you didn't get your guitar, I don't think, until you were, 21, and start doing it professionally right along in there?
Well, I took lessons from Carl Fitzgerald when I was 12, but then after that, I didn't ever maybe pick it up once a year or something like that, had it in the closet. But when I was 19, I started playing again and writing songs.
What is out of all the artists, as you listening to the radio, getting influenced, who was it that you go, that's why I'm going to do this? Was there one, or were there multiples that made you come forward?
There were multiples. I can't, it's hard to say one person and not mention all others. Probably Haggard was my probably biggest influence, but Waylon was right there, and Willie, and then after that, Bob Wills, and the Texas Playboys and the Western Swing kind of stuff. There's just so many. It's hard to say one person, but probably Haggard, I would imagine.
And I do hear some Haggard influence in you every time you walk up to a microphone. You do have that.
But then George Strait too. I was huge, and still am a huge George Strait fan. I mean, he has made it. He's been on top for so long. It's because he doesn't change. If you buy a George Strait album, you know what you're going to get. And it's not any of this bro country stuff, and he's just great.
His movie that he was in, the only one he's ever done, that Pure Country, hinted at this. So many country artists, George walks out and he sings. He doesn't do backflips, he doesn't swing from chandeliers, and he doesn't have flames. And if you'll remember from that movie, they really touched on that as why he walked off, because they were going to do that to him. How'd they word it? The chicken on the skillet, and they're turning up the heat.
Yeah.
And that's what George Strait is. You understand every word to his songs.
Yeah.
You got to worry about not being able to say, what did he do? It has a story.
Yeah. Some people just don't need all those theatrics, you know.
I'm
They
with
need
you
all
on
the
that.
Craziness.
Well, I was pretty naive when I started. You know, I thought all you had to do was stand there and sing like Merle and George. But if you're not Merle or George, you know, you have to do some other stuff.
Bend a guitar string.
It's so much, you know, I didn't have a clue about nothing. And I didn't know anything about, like, working a crowd, you know.
Talking to him.
Right. And you have to learn all that stuff. And some people have it naturally, you know, and some people have to work on it. But I remember playing somewhere down in Louisiana one time and played a couple of songs, and they just sat there. And I was like, oh, my gosh, what am I going to do?
Yeah. No
But
feedback.
That's going to happen sometimes, but I mean, it scares you to death. But and then somebody will come when you've had a terrible night and just think you were terrible. Somebody will come and say, "That's the best I've ever heard you." I was like,
It gives you that little bit of ambition, doesn't it,
Right.
to make it another time?
Right, it does. But you can find one person in the audience that's really having a good time and concentrate on them. You know, it'll help you a lot. You know, I found that out. You know, find somebody that's smiling and getting into it, and that'll make you feel better.
You know, one of the best songwriters that is out there, something with a ring to it. Even The Man, the Moon is crying. Mark Colley was great.
Yeah.
Right up until you went to see his concert. And Mark would stand there and he'd say nothing to the crowd. He'd just sing one song after another. And, you know, as his career changed, he never went much further. He was a great writer, had some great songs on the radio, but he never knew how to interact with the people in the crowd. And that is the key to it.
He kind of started acting or something, didn't he?
Yeah.
Is he still playing music? I don't even know. Me and him wrote a song together, matter of fact. Have to dig it up.
Well,
But,
small world, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. But I don't know if he's even still playing music or touring or I don't know what.
Yeah, hadn't heard from him. But, you know, he had the hit. He was in the movie, as you talked about acting there with Steven Seagal, you know, about the mountain where they were trying to bury the chemicals. I can't remember the name of it.
He was a talented guy, man. Hyper as you can. Man, he was hyper. He could not be still. But had a lot of fun, you know. But
And then you take a guy that never had huge radio hits. Give me that wink. He had that, but probably you know him from his live shows. Neil McCoy. My heavens, what a show that boy puts on.
A show. He sure does.
Yeah, he does. All right, don't go anywhere, Scott. We got some more coming up with Scott as we turn to talk about our friends that are located right there at Snowden and Company. If you're looking for a home, this is one of those times to where you want somebody helping you that knows what they're doing as the housing market that's going on.
That's right.
And they've got it for you, Snowden and Company, right now. Whether you're selling, you're buying, either the case, you're just thinking about it, going, well, maybe let me think on it. Call Amanda. Let her talk to you about this. Find out what you can do, whether you're looking to expand, you need a bigger house, you got more young'uns you know what to do with, or your mother-in-law moved in with you.
That's right.
Got to have another bedroom.
But if you find a house that you want, you really need to get on the ball and call them because they are going fast in this market right now.
And these are a few of the pictures. You can visit them online, snowdenrealestate.com. Just look over the houses, the pictures that they have there. That's a double wide. They've got plenty to choose from like that. Land, acreage. Maybe you just need some land. They'll help you there as well. Snowden and Company. See Amanda. That's her. Can't miss her. 453-3937 or her entire staff that's there to help you behind the scenes. See them today. They're great folks, and they want to bend over backwards to help you in any shape, form, or way. See them today.
Patrick Allen Companies services and repairs all brands of overhead doors, residential and commercial. Our service technicians are factory trained and have over 125 years of combined experiences. At Patrick Allen Companies, we are not interested in being the biggest, just the best. At Patrick Allen Companies, our philosophy is simple. We want to give you more than you expect. We are just 4 miles south of Meridian on Highway 145. Patrick Allen Companies, safety, service, and satisfaction.
I'm Rick from Meridian. My life changed forever on my way home from work one Friday night, but I was able to focus on getting healthy because I had Richard Schwartz fighting for me every day. He got me the money I needed to get my life back on track.
I'm here for you. One call, that's all.
Welcome back, Scotty Ray and Candace, with our special guest, Scotty Bob McQuaig.
Glad to be here.
We apologize for our delay this morning
okay.
that we had.
It's all right, man. It happens. It happens.
We got time to squeeze another song out of you. Again, Scott's going to be playing Downtown Meridian tonight. We invite you by beginning at 6 o'clock, and it's going to be over by the courthouse? Or no, by the City Hall.
It's going to be on 5th Street between the Raleigh Center and Dumont Plaza.
Okay.
You can't miss it. There'll be a big moon on each side of the street.
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, give us another song as a sample of what we'll see in Downtown Meridian tonight.
This is a song, if you look up and you got just a few minutes left in the set, this is a quick one. And I'll send this out to Myrna Crane.
Myrna. She's a mess. I like Myrna.
Well, excuse me, but I think you got my chair. No, that one's not taken, I don't mind. If you sit here, I'll be glad to share. Yes, usually packed here on Friday nights. Oh, if you don't mind, can I talk you out of the light? Well, thank you. Could I drink you goodbye? Oh, listen to me. What I mean is, can I buy you a drink? Anything you please. You're welcome, but I don't think I caught your name. Are you waiting for someone to meet you here? Well, that makes two of us. Glad you came. No, I don't know the name of the band, but they're good, aren't they? Would you like to dance? Yeah, I like the song too. It reminds me of you and me, baby. Do you think there's a chance that later on I could drive you home? No, I don't mind at all. Yes, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all. Yes, I like you too, and to tell you the truth, that wasn't my chair after all.
And that went down in history as the greatest pickup line.
That is the best
Dean
song,
Dillon
man.
wrote that song, matter of fact.
Oh, boy, he was
He
good.
also wrote Tennessee Whiskey.
Sure did. What a song that is.
That song came back again, didn't it? With
It did.
Chris
Stapleton.
yeah. So
A good friend of mine that was killed in a car wreck come by my house when we were 16. He goes, "Man, have you heard this song by George Strait?" And I always think of Tommy Harrison. He was killed in a car wreck 2 weeks after that. Every time I hear that. Scott, we can't thank you enough for coming in.
thank y'all for having me. Come out to see us tonight, 6 o'clock, downtown Meridian.
We'll be there. See it. And we'll be back Monday.
That's right, Monday, 8 a.m.
We'll have our ducks in a row come Monday, y'all.
Yeah.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by our following partners: